everybody. This is episode 5 of Catch Tea If You Can, and I'm your host, Tamaa Alyssa. So I've been gone. It's been a while. Have you missed me? I'm back. I think the last episode we shot came out I think it was in November, if not before that. And I was trying so hard to stick to my plan of every 2 weeks, being consistent, but life happens, holidays happened, business happened, travel happened, and I just want to get into that. We started off with November. By the second week of November, I was traveling for work. I had a digital healthcare conference in Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, I flew to Boston, drove to New Hampshire for my cousin's graduation. What's up, Roxanne? I'm so proud of you. And then drove back to Boston, flew to Orlando, spent Thanksgiving in Orlando with my family. Then from there, drove to Miami for Art Basel, drove back to Orlando and flew out of Orlando to LA, was home for a day, rested, repacked, and then flew out to Hawaii, Kona, Hawaii, with my boyfriend, and that was more of a pleasure trip. So it was good times. It was a little bit more of R&R, and I also worked remotely from there. So that was cool just to kind of finish off the year. And that took us into a few weeks. Got back to LA, was working, and tying up loose ends for work. But we're here, we're back. I want to get back on schedule, like I said. And today, the focus of the episode, Pour de Tea, it will be me. I want to talk to you guys about what I've been focusing on this year. I know everybody has what they call their, New Year's resolutions. I don't have resolutions. I more have of a focus and intention for 2023. So I want to get into that, discuss kind of the mode I've been in, which has been more of a hibernation mode, which a lot of people have been reaching out to me, and they're like, is something wrong with me? I know I talked to my cousin. She was like, I just feel sleepy all the time. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to socialize. I was like, no, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing during winter. But we get caught up in the rat race and have this belief of new year, new me, day one. I got to start grinding. I got to try out new things. And most of the times what we do mentally, because our mind is not set for that, this is my belief, we end up failing. So I believe winter is time to rest, reflect. I've been doing a lot of journaling during this time. Christmas was huge for me because it was, I'm used to being around my family. My family's huge. And I decided to do a little mental health check and say, I have to do what's best for me. And for me, that was to stay home in LA. And it was beautiful. I just sat on the couch with my boyfriend. We cooked, watched movies, and I really do respect my decision of, checking in with mind, body, soul, and realizing that is what was best for me. All right, so we're going to get into the Pour de Tea segment. And because I'm coming off of a 7-day fast, all water fast, I am drinking it's ginger tea with ginseng in it. No honey, no sugar, nothing, just plain tea. I actually roll into a juice fast. I'm gonna try to do. I started it today, and I'm aiming to go all the way through the end of the month. I'm gonna start phasing in foods because you can't shock your body like that after you've been on an all water fast, then juice. So I'll probably introduce salads and then work my way up to real food. So that's what I chose. That's the steps I took to kind of start the discipline mindset for 2023. And I just want to talk about today, I want to get into the pros and cons of fasting and juicing, because I know there's a lot of misconceptions out there. And again, I just want to say, as it goes for anything, my belief is what resonates in you and what you think what works for you, that's what you go with. So if fasting doesn't resonate with you, then don't do it, But the point of it is to be a challenge. So if you're just not doing it just because you think it's going to be hard, to me, that's not a reason. If you have health or, other reasons like that, that really can affect your health from a life or death standpoint, then yeah, no, let's not do that. Okay. But yeah, so I want to get into just the benefits. Like I said, I chose to do 7 days. Before, what I was doing last year is every Monday I would do 36-hour fast. And that would be all water as well. I would not eat. And that was pretty good. But I feel like I was not consistent with it in the sense that as soon as I finished the fast, I was right back eating regular food, which defeats the whole purpose. My purpose of doing this fast, again, I want to stress, was for discipline, but also being that I just came off the holidays, I was traveling a lot. I'm greedy. I like food. And when I travel to different places, I want to eat. I eat like I just got let out of jail. So I wanted to clean up my system. I also have health issues when it comes to my skin. And just as I'm getting older, I see no matter how hard I work out, the midsection is a problem area for me. And I hold a lot of inflammation in my body. So fasting helps with that. Fasting, as you may know, is a practice of abstaining from food and drinks, obviously, for a certain period of time. It's been practiced for centuries by various cultures and religions for spiritual and physical purification. In recent years, fasting has gained popularity as a way to improve health and well-being. And one of the main benefits of fasting is weight loss. Again, that was not my focus, but I will be honest in telling you, the 7-day fast, I lost 12 pounds. And it sounds like a lot, but I feel like it doesn't look that great of a difference on me, but I can feel the difference in certain places. When you fast, your body is forced to use stored fat as energy, leading to weight loss. And fasting also has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which can help to regulate blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Other potential benefits of fasting include improved heart health, lower blood pressure, and reduced inflammation. Some studies have also suggested that fasting may have anti-aging effects that may even help to reduce the risk of certain cancers. However, there are some potential drawbacks to fasting. If not done properly, fasting can lead to nutrient deficiencies and may cause side effects such as fatigue, dizziness, irritability, which I will be honest, day one of my fast, I felt fine how I always do. Of course, it's just the typical, oh, I'm hungry, I want to eat. As I realized from, just doing a lot of self-reflection during this fast, I realized a lot of my hunger cravings are pure habits. It's just purely boredom and habits. I realize when I sit in front of the TV, I like to eat. When I'm bored, I like to eat. When it's cold, I want to eat. When it's raining, I want to eat. So doing this fast brought those type of behaviors to my the forefront, and really helped me to realize, okay, that's where the discipline comes in. You're not really hungry, you're just bored, or this is a habit that you're used to doing, and that's something that you just need to be mindful of and pull back on that. So that was helpful in that sense. And of course, like I stated before, it is important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any fasting program. Okay, I didn't necessarily consult a fasting program, but I've eased my way into this 7-day fast. As I told you, I started off last year doing once a week, doing a 36-hour fast. Then to end the year, I think in October it was, or September, I did a 7-day fast then as well. That fast, I feel like I saw a little bit more results, not in terms of weight loss, but in terms of spiritual benefits. And just a lot of things came up that I felt I could not control. And it allowed me to, what I did was journal them and kind of reflected on those thoughts that came up. So from a spiritual standpoint, that was the benefit of the first time I did it. This time, I would say it was just purely more discipline, and the main effects that I saw from it was weight loss, and I was proud of myself for staying consistent. As I was saying, when it brought up the drawbacks of fatigue, dizziness, nausea, day 3, y'all. Oh my gosh, day 3, I really thought I was gonna die. But what happened was I went to yoga the night before, and when I say yoga, I wasn't doing my regular strenuous yoga. It's just restorative yoga, which is just more of stretching. And we are in a hot room, which I do drink a lot of water, but when I left, I stopped drinking water because what I'm noticing is that my sleep is interrupted because I have to go to the bathroom so much. So I thought maybe if I stopped drinking water earlier on in the night, it would alleviate having to go to the bathroom so much, which wasn't the case. And the next day I woke up definitely dehydrated. I had flu-like symptoms. I was extremely dizzy and nauseous. The nausea was the worst part. So I ended up just drinking some apple cider vinegar that had honey and cayenne pepper. And I know I told a few people that, and they're like, on an empty stomach. But I actually do take apple cider vinegar shots in the morning, or sometimes I'll put it in hot water. So that wasn't a big deal for me. So that's where I did kind of have to, adjust, what I had in place of, just sticking with the water. And I had to do that because, like I said, the dizziness and the fatigue was crazy. So I did rebound from that. By Thursday, I felt better. It was just more, again, of the discipline of I want to eat. It got so bad. I was watching social media videos of people cooking and eating, watching them eat. And for me, the videos, this is so sick. Just seeing them explain how the food tastes and listening to the sounds, that was actually satisfying for me, enough to feel like, okay, I can't actually eat, but this kind of is satisfying. So sounds crazy, but that's what worked for me. You have to find what works for you. So as I said, I'm going to jump in next to the juicing. And for a lot of people, that's more common of doing juicing. Fasting and juicing is usually good when you want to kick off a diet and you want to ease your way into it, kind of clean your system out, reset your system. With juicing, that's where it's literally only fruits and vegetables, and you're extracting the juice from it, hence juicing. And by doing the juicing, it allows you to just consume larger amounts of nutrients in a convenient and easy, digestible manner that you usually wouldn't do before. I myself, I like fruits, but I don't like eating fruits. I don't know if that makes sense. I prefer to just drink smoothies. I do a lot of smoothies and juices on a regular basis. But the thing about this juice fast is that's all I'm doing for all of my meals. And I can do water and herbal teas in between. So as far as juicing goes, again, before you start that, you need to consult with a professional on your dietary plan, if that isn't obvious. But the benefits of juicing include digestion, increased energy levels, and improved skin health. Juicing can also help boost your immune system and may even have anti-inflammatory effects, which is why I like doing juicing as well. However, juicing can and does like fasting, have drawbacks. Juice can be high in sugar, especially if it is made from fruit rather than vegetables. It is also important to note that juicing removes fiber from your fruits and vegetables, which is important for a healthy diet. Additionally, juicing can be expensive. It's very expensive, as it does require large amounts of produce. So I think we went Sunday to prepare for the juice, and on top of that, it takes up a lot of time. So it takes so many veggies and fruits just to make a little amount of juice. So that's something to keep into consideration. Another option is you can order in bulk the juicing. They have the juicing packages where it's like 1 through 6 or 1 through 8 for the day, and it's different flavors. That's just hard for me to do because a lot of the times they may include cashews in some of their shakes, and I'm allergic to peanuts. So that's another option for you. But all in all, in conclusion, I mean, if it wasn't obvious, both fasting and juicing can offer a range of potential health benefits. But as always, it's important to consult with your doctor, especially if you have any other major health issues or dietary programs that you're already on. You want to make sure that this will not conflict with it in any way. And again, you just want to be mindful of the drawbacks. But for me, and what my advice to you is, you do need to apply discipline, and you need to ask yourself, are you truly hungry? Are you truly in pain? Or is it just part of the process that you got to push through? And for me, I think that's what was important to me to stick through and get through it, is that a lot of it for me was really just discipline and the hunger, just the hunger habits, the food, always wanting food when I'm not necessarily hungry. I'm telling myself I'm hungry. So that was really interesting for me. This 7 days was really hard. Do I see a need to try and do more? No, because again, like I said, you have to do what works best for you. And I honestly, I was struggling. I was very weak. I couldn't do my regular weekly routines. Even with work, I kind of kept my schedule kind of light. Because I was struggling. I was struggling, and there were points where it did get beyond just being hungry. It was every task, such as bending down or what have you, had me dizzy, and it was serious. So, but 7 days I did. I'm proud of myself. That was my first little challenge to implement discipline, and I think everybody should try. I think you should try it if it works for you. All right, so I don't want to beat a dead horse with the fasting, so let's switch gears, and I want to get into what I have lined up for 2023, Catch Tea If You Can. I am really excited because I do believe that I have some amazing guests that are doing big things in terms of their industries, whether it's leaders in corporate roles, entrepreneurs, CEOs, consultants who switched over from corporate positions into now leading the way in the consulting industries with whatever industry it may be. I would love for them to come on here and talk about their journey, what that looked like, what steps they took to transition out. And that leads me into the main focus that I feel like I get a lot of questions about. Besides remote working, a lot of questions I get that led me to believe a very important topic is focusing on establishing your own personal brand within a corporate brand identity, right? So whether you're in a corporate job now or you are in whatever current position you're in, I want to truly discuss and dissect what that means, because a lot of people have the misconception that you have to be an influencer or you have to do this or do that and that's what's going to work. It really comes down to what is your unique identifier and leading with that in order to create your personal brand. And I believe I've mastered that, and that's what's made me successful in terms of being able to make the decision like, okay, this job isn't serving me anymore. I'm looking for the next move, and being able to transition from there within, less than 2 years in my current position, and already have offers or considerations for other roles if I decide I'm not happy where I'm at, which I'm very happy where I'm at. Just putting that out there. No confusions there. I'm very happy. But it's always to have what I call your own, your own personal insurance in terms of your career, and have those next steps kind of premeditated. And I want to get into that. So, like I say all the time, please interact with me, you guys. Talk to me, send me a DM, talk to me below, comments on all my videos. Let me know what's working for you, because I'm just going off of my experience and conversations that I'm having, where I see kind of a common theme. And that's how I'm choosing these subjects to kind of lead with. But if there's something that you feel like, hey, I would like to learn more about this, or I want to know more about that, comment, let me know. I'll read the comments, and, we'll go from there. So I want to thank you all very much for joining in on episode 5, first episode of 2023. I promise this is going to be a good year for us, and I look forward. I really appreciate you supporting me on this journey of my podcast journey, which is very new for me, but it's pushing me outside of my comfort zone. It's identifying opportunities for myself, and it's uncomfortable, but you don't get growth without moving outside of the comfort zone. So I appreciate you all. And until next time, this is Catch Tea If You Can. Deuces.